welcome back to another video on my channel. For today's video, we are starting a brand new series, and for this particular series, I've kind of mentioned it in the past. I forget which video it was, but I did mention that I wanted to do something else with my speed builds. I didn't want to just keep calling them house builds. I really wanted to start something else, and essentially it is going to be speed builds, but I just wanted a new name for it. I just wanted something different, and you know, as a YouTuber, I want to kind of stand out from the crowd, and I was trying to think of things I could do that relate to building, since it's one of my favorite things to do in the game. So I decided I would call the series IRL to The Sims 4, but I kind of shortened it for the title. But basically, the series that I'm starting today is taking homes either I see in real life or I come across online that are real houses and recreating them in The Sims 4. So essentially, it is still a building series, but I just wanted to give it a new name and just a fun spin-off, I guess, to what I've been already doing for so long. And I just wanted to change it up. But the thing is with these, it's because I'm taking homes I come across online or in person, I'm essentially just recreating it, and you know, sometimes it'll have my own spin to it. Not everything is going to be exactly the same layout, just because, you know, Sims has its restrictions and not everything will flow according to maybe how a picture or a real house may look. So I do have to find ways in order to kind of alter the house, but for the most part, I try to keep the front of the house as accurate as possible. So just keep that in mind, and I just think it'd be a really fun series also for you guys to be involved in, and because I really love interacting with you guys. I like it when you guys comment on my videos, as long as they're positive and not, you know, really rude. But you know, I do take feedback if you guys are very I don't know how to say it, but there's a difference between being mean and, you know, giving feedback in a good way. So I mean, I appreciate any feedback I do get, but just know that I do read all of your comments. So I thought this would also be beneficial for you guys to interact with me and tell me what kind of houses you guys want me to build, because I do notice that those are the videos that tend to get watched more. And because I'm starting tutorial videos on my channel, I really want to figure out what does the Sims community need help on, or what can I do as a Sims builder to help the community be where they want to be, I guess. I don't know, I just want to influence you guys to, I guess, build more, and you know, just don't give up on building, because I know it's one of the harder things in the game, because there's so many things you could do with the house. There's not a right or wrong answer, but because I love making houses as realistic as possible, I just love challenging myself to try out new things and just try out new ways to build. I wasn't always a good builder. If you guys watched my tutorial video about how to build a basic house, I'll leave it linked here somewhere on the screen. Or essentially, I never started playing The Sims 4 to build, if that makes any sense. I played purely for gameplay, and I loved it. I didn't really look forward to building in The Sims 3 and The Sims 2. I just looked forward to playing The Sims. And now that The Sims 4 has such great quality and the graphics are really nice, I just went for building, and I really love it. I don't regret anything. I think it's really fun. It does, you know, time does go by quickly when you're having fun, and I have a ton of fun building, more than I do gameplay sometimes. So I'm really happy with how far The Sims has come. So I do want to share my experience and knowledge and, you know, my tips and tricks with you guys in building, because, you know, like I just said, it's not the easiest thing in the game. I still struggle with landscaping and exterior, and sometimes I just really dislike how a house can look, but I think I've been improving a lot. If you guys look at my gallery, if you guys haven't followed me on the gallery yet, it's Carmina. It's basically my YouTube name. If you go to my my gallery, you will see all of my older builds. I deleted the very first ones just because they were so embarrassing to look at. But now that I'm looking at it, I probably shouldn't have, so you guys could have seen how terrible my houses were in the beginning. So it's definitely a lot of time and effort that goes into making houses. It's not something that will be perfect the first run. There's many times where I will redo a house from scratch, and I won't, you know, I'll keep redoing it until I feel like this is the one, or I feel like this is really good. I guess you could say I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to building houses, but you know, I'm still learning along the way. But one thing I did mention in the tutorial that I want to emphasize here is that practice makes perfect. So the more you practice, the more you get into learning build mode, learning all the hotkeys, learning all the you know, tips and tricks and, you know, cheat codes that'll help you. I feel like that'll really enhance your building. And you know, just as long as you keep studying houses, you keep looking at interior designs, exterior designs, and just keep looking at inspiration or finding inspiration, or just read up about it, understanding color theory, understanding there's like so many things that go into building. I feel like not many people go over it. But I mean, essentially you can just go into build mode and, you know, build whatever you want. But I just feel like all of those things really help you understand how a house should look naturally, and not, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but you know, as realistic as possible. I'm just gonna keep saying that because that's the best way I could describe it. So yeah, in terms of this house, it's a really large home. I was hesitant to build this one first as a first episode because I dislike making large homes in The Sims 4, because I mean, there's so many things to put in a house, but at the same time, it's just like I don't really need large homes. But I did like the way this house looked in the picture. So if you guys want to go ahead and check out this floor plan, I will leave it linked in the description box down below. I really recommend this site. I use this site for most of my builds. You could probably find them, but I was just like looking through this one designer, and he had a lot of suburban homes I really liked. This one stood out to me, and I was planning to do this one later down the road, but I thought, you know, why not give it a shot for the first one? Let's just go big for the first one, and you know, maybe my next few builds won't be as big as this, but it was definitely fun building it. I had a lot of fun playing around with the floor plan, and that was something I wanted to show in this video, is how I do the floor planning, because it's really similar to the floor plan that is given, except when they do L-shaped staircases, U-shaped staircases, basement stuff, I kind of don't like doing that. It's a little finicky to do. I do have tutorial videos on how to do L-shaped videos, how to do a U-shape, how to incorporate staircase. Heck, I even have the whole thing put together for you guys so you guys can incorporate it in your house on the gallery, by the way. But essentially, I don't really like doing them. Sometimes it can get complicated, but I do like doing them when I know the house will look nice. For this house, it would have looked nice, but because I wanted fireplaces, it just didn't go well. But I do have a few houses on the gallery where I do have like L-shaped staircases mostly. I haven't really done U-shaped staircases or grand staircases yet, but maybe in the future I will. But yeah, I really wish The Sims 4 had foundation, or I forgot what they were called, platforms. Like, I wish you could have foundations and then platforms separately, because then it'd be so much easier to do those kind of staircases in houses, and it would make it a lot better. Anyways guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you guys want to see more. Be sure to subscribe so you can be part of the llama squad. Don't forget to turn on those notification bells so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Also be sure to follow me on my social media so you can interact with me, become friends and whatnot. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you guys next week for another IRL 2 Sims. And don't forget to comment down below on any houses you want to see me build next. You never know, your house might be featured in the next video.